What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Fantasy Affair Football Podcast. We are going live for you today on week 17 because we care about y'all. Care about your money. We care about those random championship lineups that need a little help. Today we got my boy Sean, the Madman. Sean, how are we doing this morning?
Oh, we're doing just a kickback, relaxing day of football because nothing's really on the line. I've got some DFS lineups going, but just gonna relax and enjoy some football. The last game of the year should be fun. There should be some interesting stuff going on this week.
And then we got our very own Brian. Brian, how we doing, my man?
I'm doing the same way as Sean. There's most leagues, their finals were last week. There are some teams that are playing now, so if you have questions, shoot them out there. We'll be glad to help. But like I said, kind of DFS. My Steelers in the playoffs are not playing for anything, so just kind of kicking back, enjoying the day with no pressure. So
I love to hear it. Well, until we get some game or some start sits coming in, let's talk a little bit about some betting. Do you guys have any favorite lines you guys are thinking?
I got one.
Or laying putting together? Sean, who do you got?
I got one. I got the Packers, man. Packers they're playing for that number 1 seed, right? They still got it. And the Bears are a facade. They've been playing really weak teams for the last month. It looks way better than it actually is. And being here in Chicago, I get a front row seat to these guys, and I'm telling you right now, they're not for real, and they're going to get smoked today.
I have a 4.5 line right now on Bet Online.
Yeah, they'll win by at least a touchdown. I'm feeling that.
I think I'm going to go put some money on that right now. What's up, Quinn? Welcome to the podcast, everyone. This is our new man in charge, Quinn. How you doing today, man?
Hey, how's it going?
We're making it happen, man. Making it happen. We're talking favorite betting lines up in here. Sean, do you have another one other than the Packers?
Let me see here. There's another one I liked. You know what? I kind of like the Niners too. I like the Niners to keep it close. Shanahan, doesn't matter who's in there, still seems to get things. And the Seahawks, it's not like they've been blowing teams out last month. I like that one. And who else? You know what? The Chargers, Chiefs. Let me get a good look at these two. I kind of like the Bills.
That's
the
okay.
Bills have to win. The most important thing, it's such a tricky week to bet.
The Bills are sitting everybody. The Bills are sitting everybody.
So then you got to go Dolphins. It's very tricky this week. You really got the inside scoop on everybody.
Yeah, Brian, what are you looking at today, man?
Even though it may be a contrarian play, I like Dallas -2.
There it is. Read my mind.
It's I'm kind of all over that. And like you said, there's several games that I won't touch. I mean, like the Chiefs Chargers. I mean, the spreads. I think right now the Chargers are 5.5 favorites. I understand that the Chiefs are sitting several folks, but they're still playing at home. So I'd kind of prefer to stay away from that one. And the Browns, the Steelers, that's 10 points. I get all these guys sitting, but there's still some pretty big lines for teams that would typically be pretty competitive. So, I don't know. Definitely the Dolphins. Definitely the Cowboys is my pick of the day there.
I think that's a really good pick. I think I'm gonna go and I'm gonna stay in the Flames, and I think I'm gonna take the Jets +3 against the Patriots.
Oh wow!
It's
such a weird game. I don't want to touch it. I want to touch the under.
It's scary. It's going to be sexy. I'm excited for it. I'll probably throw it on a parlay line. Wait, Sean, you said you're going to take the under? That's a 41. A 41-point under.
Dude, I'm just calling it. Actually, you know what? I love the over. No, I love the over, actually.
I mean, right?
41 is nuts. That's crazy.
It's so low. And then it just came out now that Cam Newton's not going to be with the team next year. He helped them tank and get a good draft spot. They're moving on now. By the way, hello, Mac Jones to Patriots. Quinn, what you looking at here lines-wise? What you like?
One that really intrigues me is the Cardinals.
Yeah.
The Cardinals game, because it's a pick'em. Cardinals-Rams is a half-point spread is what I'm seeing here. So it kind of comes down to who you think's backup quarterback is better. And the Cardinals backup, I'm not even sure how to pronounce the man's name, but I do know that he's really big and ran a 4.2, so it intrigues me. Because that's really hard to prep for him.
Right. Let's see.
Yeah. When did the news break on Murray? When did the news break on Murray? Was that recent?
It was all the way. It was. I mean, they've had all week to prep for it. It's been a duel of backups pretty much since Monday.
Man.
So then, yeah, that's a weird game, man. I don't know how you can bet on the backups. It's fun. It's a fun one. I mean, that's crazy that both these teams are fighting for a starters. It's nuts.
One thing you have to question is that line
absolutely
movement.
Nuts. I'm getting disconnected here. What's going on, John?
You're going, Brian. You're good.
The Cardinals were -3, and now it's a pick 'em. I'm beginning to think that Cam Akers may think more that Cam Akers might play. And just 2 weeks ago against the Patriots, he pretty much stole that game by himself. So
man, I don't know that. You know what they say about high ankle sprains? It's high ankle fucked. Matt Kelly coined that term last year. You're not the same for that year. I mean, the Rams are just unique. You know what I'm saying? I think my play this week is I'm gonna keep a little bit in the bank. I'm gonna go live betting because these lines are gonna get out of control during the games. So I'm just gonna take advantage of that. Just makes more sense to kind of look into there. And then see the biggest one's the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's hard not to leave that off with 15.5. Really, really hard.
Two other games I like are the Vikings. I think last time I saw it was -7 against the Lions, and even though it's a big spread, I really like the Ravens because they're playing to make the playoffs. I think they'll cover that, even though it's difficult to cover. And Cincinnati's been playing well. I could see Cincinnati getting their hopes kind of dashed early, and the Ravens covering that. So
yeah, I like that. I think I think I have Vikings -3. Yeah, Vikings -3. Which is just insane.
Is that the most recent line?
That's what BetOnline has right now.
Wow.
I'm gonna take that.
You've really got to love that line.
Actually, yeah, I'm smashing that.
Dude, I like that at -6.
I was going to go -7 when I last saw that one. So it's
I got Vikings -3 pretty much everywhere.
Wow. Yeah. So that's just a smash 'em pick there. Shouldn't even be second guessed. I guess the line movement there is Stafford's planning on playing, but I still like the Vikings. So
even then, though, Stafford's got a messed up ankle and ribs. Like,
yeah, he might not finish that game.
I can't believe the Chargers Chiefs game has stayed at Chargers -6.5 right now. When the news came out yesterday that the Chargers added about 9 or 10 players to their defense off the practice squad because everyone's hurt on that team. Like both safeties, a starting corner, Keenan Allen's out. It's insane to me. It's going to be a game of backups, and the Chargers stayed pretty heavy favorites.
It's how much do you trust Chad Henne? We're throwing it all the way back with Chad Henne for those of you that don't remember him. Oh my God.
He wasn't that. He really wasn't that awful with the Chiefs last year, though.
I mean, he's serviceable,
He's better than some of these other backup quarterbacks we're going to see today.
Yeah, he's probably better than Sturville or
Chris Streveler and John Wolfhard going head to head.
Oh, that's nuts!
Exactly. I would have a difficult time betting that game. That's just me.
Oh my goodness! I mean, you just almost have to just to have a little fun in there, a little skin in the game to pay attention. But like, my God,
throw a 20-piece on one of the teams.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's where the NFL's at, which is, I mean, if we're going to see a year where you're going to see more than 4 quarterbacks drafted in the first round, it's absolutely this year. It's just, it's going to be because it's in shambles. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Let's go ahead and jump and pick for those that have a Week 17 championship. Let's go and pick our favorite flex play from the matchups. And then we'll just kind of go from there and see what happens. We have appreciate you 2 listeners out there. Your boys are awesome. Or people. You people are awesome. So let's start with the Cowboys and the Giants. Who's your flex for those 2 for that game?
Yeah. I mean, I like Sterling Shepard a lot in this game, actually. Love him in this game. If we're talking flex, Sterling Shepard to me is a smash. Golden Tate is out. Cowboys should put up some points. They've been doing it. I mean, it's the game's on the line. He had a nice game last week. He's always solid in there, especially in a PPR. He's just you toss him in there and you get your 10 points. And like last week, he got his upside and he actually got in the end zone for once. So I'll take Sterling.
I like that.
I'll go Gallup.
Gallup?
Took mine.
Yep, damn it, Brian. Son of a bitch.
He's a good DFS play at $5,000 too, so shoot him in
yeah,
there.
Man. Just stay in the flames with Gallup. He's a good receiver. Go and buy him. Do whatever you can. He's gonna be fine next year. Quinn, what are you thinking?
Well, I was leaning Gallup myself, mainly because he seems to be the guy that Andy Dalton's connected with, and you got a lot of times when that backup quarterback comes in, he'll find that one guy that he really likes, and it seems to be Gallup, especially in the red zone. So if he's good for a touchdown a week, he's a easy play in my opinion.
Absolutely.
I don't want to play the Cowboys.
No, I think I'm gonna go Gallman. He's cooled off quite a bit lately, but the Cowboys' run defense is atrocious, as we all know, and Gallman's got the juice to make it happen. He's getting vultured by Lewis and Morris, which is infuriating, but if we're gonna choose someone, that's where I'm going. All right, let's the Steelers and Browns. Who we flexing from the Steelers and Browns? I think the Browns have all their players back now, right? Everyone got activated off. The Steelers are their peeps.
They're all back. The Browns receivers are all back. From what I understand, there are possibly some defensive players that won't be playing today for the Browns. But I mean, I don't know. In terms of a flex, you could always go with Landry. I mean, you're gonna like most Browns and few Steelers, I think, today, because I don't know who you can trust for the Steelers, because they're even talking about Connor, even though he's active, not playing a lot. So I guess in a wild card kind of way, you could always throw in Benny Snell.
Yeah, just kind of try and hope for that upside a little bit.
I think.
Man, I can't imagine playing in Week 17. It's crazy. Have to do with all this shit because you can't play a Steeler.
The only way you could play Week 17 is if you do a 2-week championship, right?
Still
It allows you. No, I mean I'm with you, man. It's if you're playing in Week 17s, you need to talk to your GM or to your commissioner, and you need to talk to them, a little sense into them, pull a little Godfather on him or something. I think for me, I'm gonna go fuck around with James Washington. I always have a soft spot in my heart for him, and he's got some insane upside every once in a while. You're just throwing seeds into some cups and hoping one grows into a flower. Quinn, where are you sitting?
I gotta give the tight ends some love. Austin Hooper. I feel like people kind of forgot he existed when he was hurt, but since he's come back, especially because when he was in at first, it was Odell getting a lot of targets and Jarvis Landry, and then Hooper was kind of that third guy. Hooper's number 2 now, so don't forget he exists. He's going to get the rock.
Yeah, I like it.
So, guys, who is the backup tight end for the Steelers?
John.
John.
It is it. I think it's Vince McDonald, isn't it?
You're probably right.
Yeah,
there's my flex right there, because Ebron's out. Unfortunately, being a Steelers fan, I've seen Rudolph play, so he's not going to complete the ball more than 5 yards down the field. So I'm going to go with McDonald as a possible flex play.
That's a good play. I like that. Get a little juicy, a little saucy. Very, very fun. Sean, where are you sitting?
Bro. In this game?
Yeah.
I'm just playing Browns. I mean, I'll throw Higgins in there if I'm desperate, I guess. Because if you lost a bunch of guys and you're actually playing in Week 17, and Higgins has been good. I was actually going to play him last week over a few guys, but then he decided to hang out with the wrong guys. So Higgins has had himself a decent back stretch of the year. I would play most Browns, and Higgins it's on that list. As gross as it is, it's still a decent play.
Definitely can stay in the flames with Donovan People-Jones as well if you're looking for a cheap upside play. Maybe if you want to play a little something on your DFS lineups. He's always able and primed to blow up for 50 and a couple touchdowns if need be. He's been impressive this year, man. Limited opportunity, but he's
been better. He's done something, and that's better than I thought he would do. So.
Me too. Let's jump to the ugliest game of the slate, Jets Patriots. Who we flexing?
I've got Sony Michel.
Ooh, damn it!
Yeah. Probably the best play in the whole game.
Absolutely. I'm gonna go Jacoby Myers. I think I'm into narrative streak the last 2 weeks, which is just a horrible process. But I think Cam Newton's gonna go have a beautiful send off this week and at least show a little something we haven't seen this year.
So they actually came out and said he's not coming back already?
Well,
Yep.
they're like, yeah, it was I think the phrasing was the Patriots have enjoyed their time with him, but they're both going to be moving on in the offseason, which just means he did a perfect job of making us look competitive and got us a great draft spot. So deuces.
I've got a jet to Ty Johnson, the running back. He's going to get all the carry, all the
nice.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice, very nice. Love me some Denzel Mims forever, but
yeah, I could take back. I think Ty Johnson would actually be the best play in this game.
I agree.
Because Gase is God, man. Can we please fire him already?
They'd say after this game.
I'm just tired of his existence and his way of doing things and his way of like blackmailing people and the mobster ways of how he keeps the job. It's going to be a great story in like 10 years. Maybe someone will there'll be a whistleblower on Adam Gase and it'll come true.
Like a 30 for 30.
Yeah, it'll come out and we finally figure out how he was able to do all this shit. But until then, we're going to have to just sit here and wonder.
You know what's going to happen? He's going to get the fucking Jacksonville Jaguars job, dude. I swear to God. He's going to get the Jacksonville Jaguars job, and I'm going to just crumble into existence. All right, Quinn, do you have a different flex?
Yeah. For me, I'm kind of – I wouldn't play anybody from this game, but if I would, I'll just take the boom or bust option and give me Brashad Perriman.
Ooh, fun. I like that. Hey, little buddy. Our very own fantasy variant coming from below.
Go Packers.
Vikings Lions. Who we starting from the Vikings Lions? Who we flexing?
Say again. What was the game?
Who we flexing from the Vikings and the Lions?
Well, you're smashing all the Vikings. I mean, the one that maybe the kind of the most unknown. I mean, he's known, but at the same time, I mean, obviously you're starting Cousins and Thielen and all that. But I mean, that's kind of obvious. So I guess Alexander Madison would be your player that doesn't typically play much that could smash, and Irv Smith from the Vikings. So
you know what? I was actually thinking Mike Boone. If I want to be contrarian, I may play Mike Boone because Alexander Madison's had an appendectomy. He's been on the COVID list, right? And then he's only played 6 games. So like, I don't know where he's at in terms of his physical fitness or whatever. But Mike Boone, he's made it happen in some random weeks, you know.
Say
That's a good call.
Alexander Madison. I love it.
Okay. All right, buddy.
Quinn, what are you thinking here?
I'm going to go Justin Jefferson.
Hold on.
And my thought with that one being it's kind of a battle between Herbert and Jefferson right now for Offensive Rookie of the Year. Vikings ain't got anything to play for. Feed him the ball, see if you can get him ahead of Herbert.
Actually, also a fun thing about Jefferson is I think he's close to beating the most receiving yards by a rookie wide receiver in the NFL.
He's getting
for the
close
Vikings.
to it.
So they're gonna force feed the hell out of him. I was looking for some props, which unfortunately BetOnline's not rocking any props this week because it's a shit show. But I would definitely be interested in any Justin Jefferson props, and I would take the over in just about probably all of them.
Another little fun fact is Stephon Diggs is trying to break the all-time record for receiving yards for a player that's new to the team that in his first year. So that's kind of an out there proposition too.
I like that. That's a good one. Yeah, man, Diggs is.
I don't have enough Jefferson. I'm realizing that Jefferson's a smash. I got him in all my DFS lineups. The Vikings, I think, are going. That's one of the best bets. My favorite 3 bets again are the Packers to cover, Vikings cover, and I like the Cowboys too. We're talking about that. That would be my parlay if I was going to do it. But I think the Vikings. I like Madison, man. I think they're going to give. I think there's going to be so much pie to be eaten that you could play Boone or Madison, but I'd prefer to play Madison. You might get him a little bit cheaper. You might not have an option. You just got to go with Boone. But Boone calls decent, but I think Madison's healthy, and they want to see what they got in the kid. They're going to give him a majority of the carries. They say 60%, 60, 70.
I like that call. That's a good call there. All right, let's get rapid. Go ahead, Brian.
With the Lions, you're not going to really get any contrarian plays. I mean, you'll have your Swifts, you'll have your Hawkinsons, Marvin Jones, but I don't see anybody outside of that being worthwhile. So I would just stick with who's been good because they really have a hard time supporting those 3 players, let alone anybody else. So
if you wanna lose some money, you can throw in Quintez Cephas, I guess, but like I'm not gonna. I will not tell anyone to do that because that's asinine. All right, let's do a little rapid fire. Knock out this last 3 or 4 matchups. We'll just say top flex play, and then we'll do a flex. So Falcons Buccaneers. Who we flexing? Brian.
Well, I'm gonna go with an odd one and go Keyshawn Vaughn. I think the second half will be all backups. Vaughn had, I think, around 15 carries last week. So
15 for 61.
And I'm a Vanderbilt graduate, so he's already my man. So
I love to hear it. Quinn, who you flexing?
Give me Leonard Fournette. I think especially in a PPR format, he gets a lot of pass targets.
Yep, and he is active. Sean, who you flexing?
I think this game's going to be closer than we want. The Falcons held with the Chiefs last week. I'll go throw AB in there. Why not? I think AB is going to have himself a week. Maybe he'll get 2 this week.
It's a really high over-under, too, so I may look into taking the over on 51 there. All right, I will go, and I'm going to take Russell Gage for the Falcons. Someone's got to catch the ball other than Ridley, and he occasionally catches the ball if it doesn't hit him in the stomach. Let's do Ravens-Bengals. So we flexing from this game, fellas. I'm going to go first. I need to right my wrong from last week. I'm going to go Giovanni Bernard, and I hope that he sticks there. Cost me a championship, so here we go, Gio. Win someone a championship elsewhere. Brian, what are you thinking?
Since he's active, I'll go with Tyler Boyd.
I like it.
I don't love a lot of the Bengals this week. Like I said, I'm expecting the Ravens to win by more than the spread. But what good does it say that I want to pick certain Ravens? If I pick one that's kind of contrarian a little bit, I'll go Marquise Brown.
All right, Quinn, and then Sean.
I'm going to go J.K. Dobbins. I think that he's starting to win the timeshare of that backfield.
Nice. I like it. Sean, what are you thinking?
Damn you, Gus Edwards. Damn you, Gus Bust. Damn you. I'll take the other side of it. It's just as good of a play. He's getting – I love Dobbins, man. I love him. I can't wait to see. I'm still going to be buying him this offseason. I love what I've seen from the kid. But damn it, Gus Bust. Why do you have to be good? Why you got to be doing this?
He is good, and it's frustrating. So frustrating. All right, let's do one real quickly, then I'll break down some news that Glazer just said. Actually, we'll say that right now. Jay Glazer says he's expecting 6 coaching vacancies. The Jets, Chargers, Jaguars, Falcons, Texans, and Lions. So we're going to have some major shuffles after the Black Monday. Quite
Urban
excited.
Meyer to the Chargers. Book it.
Urban Meyer. I can't even mention that man's name. Dolphins, Bills. Who we starting? Who we flexing there? Dolphins, Bills.
I'm all over Gabriel Davis.
There you go. Nice. I like it.
Who's the backup for the Bills?
It's gonna be Matt Barkley.
Jim Kelly? Oh, Matt
Jim Kelly. Yeah, Jim Kelly. And his walker and everything. Yeah.
Who do I take? I'll throw Bowden in there. I love Gaskins this week. You know who I love is Gesicki. I like Gesicki this week. Gesicki, Bowden, and Gaskins.
Fitz is out, so you're gonna have to find someone that's a little more shifty. So probably Bowden, people that are able to create a little more separation on their initial routes is going to be who Tua is going to want to go to. Quinn, who you thinking?
Yeah, I like Bowden or Gesicki as well. I don't think you could go wrong with either one of those plays.
Brian?
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with Bowden because, like you said, it's going to be a Gaskins show. I don't see Ackman getting any opportunity, so why not Bowden? He seems like in terms of a contrarian play, he'd be the one to go to.
Absolutely. All right, we're never going to get through this entire slate, so let's choose the rest of our games between the Chargers and the Chiefs, Jaguars, Colts, Packers, Bears, Titans, Texans. Literally the other half of the league. Who's your guys' favorite flex play from all those?
Zach Pascal for the Colts is my guy.
Okay, I like it. Quinn, who you going?
Might be a bit of a homer pick, but if you're not playing him, Eckler. Keenan Allen's out this week, so look for Eckler to get like 10, 15 targets possibly.
Okay, Sean.
God, man, I can't wait for Lynn to be gone, man. Eckler's my boy, man. I got problems with how. My theory is right now, Herbert loves to chuck it deep right now. He's got to find that. Eckler's always open, man. The guy is always open. He's unguardable, and I need Herbert to learn that because it's killing me right now. And I need them to give him the ball on the goal line because he's small, but he can move the pile.
No, we're gonna put in Balaj. Come on.
Ugh.
Exactly.
I hate it.
I'm going to go contrarian on that. I'm going to go contrarian on the Chargers game. Donald Parham, Ty Johnson.
Ooh, okay. So you staying in the flames there. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm gonna go Jalen Reagor. I mean, it's just a matter of time. The man's open. He had 8 targets, team high. He had, I think, 100 air yards last week. He's just, I don't know what's going on with him. It's a little disappointing, but it's a matter of time until he blows up, and I'm gonna keep hitching my wagon to that until I feel something else. And the football team's defensive backs aren't always the best.
I think that's a great pick because this week, I mean, you've got a lot of guys out. Miles Sanders isn't going to play. D Jackson isn't going to play. Who else is sitting out? There's Goddard. So pretty much Ertz and Reagor are his 2 targets. I think both those guys will blow up. So
and Greg fucking Ward. Jesus.
He's better than Reagor.
They trust him more than Reagor. That's for sure. They trust him more than Reagor. That is for sure. Yeah. All right, gentlemen, before the game start, any last words we want to give out to the audience? We got one of you out there. Appreciate you sitting through this, all y'all. What any last things we want to say?
Happy New Year, guys. Happy fucking New Year. Oh, wait.
There it is.
We're live. There you go.
Ryan.
If you're doing if you're doing the DFS and you have an opportunity to change your lineups for your 3:30 guys, just check on any surprise inactives or any news that comes out says, hey, these guys for sure aren't going to play. Like I know in the afternoon slate, a lot of the Chiefs aren't going to play. So just be careful with some of those guys if you're in DFS. So
it's a good week to be contrarian. Quinn, any last words?
Just keep an eye on your lineups because things are moving really quickly this week. And one minute you'll think you have a great lineup, the next minute 4 of your players aren't going to be active. So be careful.
I love it. All right, everyone. It's wonderful to bring you to the new year with a live stream. Go all the teams. I'm rooting for chaos today. I want the NFC East to all tie. I want them to have to do some coin flip to break off. I want chaos. It's week 17. Give me chaos or give me death, damn it. All right, everyone. Enjoy the Sunday, and we'll talk to y'all later. Happy New Year. Deuces. See you guys.
Bye.
Fucked it up. Jesus Christ. I am so sorry. That was embarrassing.